you so very much for taking some time out of your day to spend with me. This is Joy, and I want to take a moment to welcome all the new subscribers to this community. It is my hope that you are encouraged, you are equipped with the tools that you need to move forward after your experience with a narcissist, and that you are empowered and embraced by a loving, supportive community. Welcome back to all the returning subscribers. I appreciate you all so very much. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about what the narcissist really feels, what they tell themselves when the super empath finally leaves. You know, when the super empath has woken up, when they finally said, "Oh, I have you figured out, narc, and it's over." You know, the narcissist has always been well aware of who your true identity is. There was never a moment in time where the narcissist was confused. They always see the true potential in people. They know that people are excellent. They know that they have passion. There's purpose in them. And there's something special about them. They may never be able to fully see the magnitude, but they know that there is greatness within their targets. Otherwise, they wouldn't target them in the first place. You know, the devil never ever goes after his own kind. He goes for the complete opposite. And the narc's actions mirror that. They have always been aware of who you are. And so one of their main goals is to indoctrinate you into their love cult, into the narcissistic harem as soon as possible. That is so important to the narcissist. And this is why you find them move strategically through the love bombing phase. They want to be sure that they overdose you on the love bomb. They make sure that they leave a lasting impression. It's almost like the narc. The narc sprays you, and that residual spray, like from a skunk, something that just reeks of yuck, stays on you. And it's like when the narcissist love bombs you, they're spraying you. They're spraying their funk on you. And it's that residual that when everything is said and done, or when we go through the devaluation stage, you always go back to it because that smell is still on you. And the narcissist works hard to love bomb their targets. They go above and beyond to convince you that they are all that you have been looking for, that they are the answer to your prayer, that they are exactly who God designed and created for you to love and spend the rest of your life with. They lie. They know they're lying, but you don't. And that's why they come off so strong, is to leave that lasting impression on you. It is strategic. It is essential to the role that the narcissist wants for you in that relationship. They do as much as they possibly can, as quickly as possible, just to speak to that part of your soul. Their efforts are so focused, and they're very diligent in their delivery process of it, all to convince you that you need them like oxygen. And this is one of the first projections of the narcissist, because if truth be told, not a single person needs a narcissist. The narcissist needs everybody else so that they can survive. And so here the narcissist has you thinking that you need them, when in actuality, they need you like oxygen. The attention that they get from targets, the narcissistic supply, whatever it is oxygen to the narcissist. They need you, not the other way around. And so, as the narcissist begins to tap into their target's subconscious, causing them to believe that, yes, in fact, I need the narcissist. I need this crazy person. You don't know that at the beginning that they're crazy or a narcissist, but you just feel like you need them and that they're the answer to everything. The narc becomes arrogant. And arrogance is just one of those things that's built into them. It's also part of the reason why they always fail. But, the narcissist in the back of their mind is laughing, thinking, gotcha. Because they know from the moment they laid eyes on you, from the moment they knew that you were good to indoctrinate, from the moment they knew that your membership in the narcissistic love cult was secured and sealed, they knew you're not going anywhere. And the moment that you start to complain, the moment that you start to use your voice to say, listen, I'm not happy with this, and no, this doesn't feel good to me, and you try to hold them accountable, you try to make them understand things from your perspective and be fair, like we would do in any healthy relationship, they laugh at you. And, you find the targets start telling the narcissist, like, listen, I can't take this anymore. I'm going to move on. And in their minds, and sometimes in your face, the narcissist absolutely laughs. And they think, you're not going anywhere because you need me. Again, they are projecting and they are lying. But this is what the narcissist ends up really believing. You see, they can lie to us all day long, but they are truly deluding themselves. They are completely delusional. They believe their own lies. No matter how many times they failed in the past, they always look at their targets as somebody who they have total control and dominion over. They think that they can rule over you because, after all, in their minds, they are gods and you are their subjects. Still lying to themselves. So they think that, okay, they discard you, or maybe you are forced to discard them. Either way, a discard takes place. And they hoover you, and sometimes, the targets do go back. But when you go back to the narcissist, they are thinking you are the village idiot and that you deserve everything that they do to you because they're saying, I showed you who I am and you still came back to me. And so this emboldens them to treat you any kind of way, to talk to you like anything, and to really have even less respect for you than they had in the first place. This is why it's important, don't go back, because the damage that the narcissist will do will be even more devastating, and you don't deserve this. But here's the thing. Not every empath, not every super empath is going to sleep forever. We see you narcissists. We get information, we learn. We wake up, we meet our own kind, and we begin to evolve. We begin to fully open our eyes and become alert. And then as we become knowledgeable, we realize that, I've been sleeping on myself and I can't go back anymore. And this is what the narcissist dreads and fears so much. They pray and wish and hope. And mind you, when I say pray, they are praying to their raggedy, dusty father, the devil. And so that prayer is not going to be answered. He answers nobody's prayer. All he serves up is lies, the father of all lies. And so the narcissist looks at you now, finds you living your life, moving on, holding fast to your commitment to being no contact and truly no contact, or bossing at the game of limited contact or gray rocking, and they can't stand it because, again, how dare you? Who gave you the authority, the permission to not talk to me, to not allow me to walk all over you? And it causes them a massive narcissistic injury. When the narcissist hovers you and the narcissist keeps coming in and out of your life, it's really not about you. Something is usually going on in their lives. That's absolutely correct. The narcissist is not coming back because they had an epiphany and they realized that you are a good person, an awesome person, actually, and that they could go so much further along in life with a super empath. But that's not the reason why. You know, narcs need narcissistic supply. They get bored easily also. So they could be bored. They could be in need of supply. They may need you to regulate their emotions. Narcissists are not able to self-regulate. So they hover for a variety of reasons. But at no point in time is it ever because they miss you or they want to do right by you. They know who they are. And when they see that the super empath has gone on and is living their life, again, it's a massive, massive narcissistic injury. Everything with a narcissist is a competition. You've been in competition with the narcissist the entire time and have been clueless to it. You're just trying to live your life. And it's because the narcissist is in a constant competition with people that they are so easily offended, because everything in all situations, they have to win. But hello, life is about winners and losers. There's, you win some, you lose some, right? You can't win everything. And that's a memo that the narc simply didn't get. And so when they see you winning in the game of life, and again, this is their perception of what winning is. So you brushing your teeth could be a win. You going on a date could be a win. There are many things that the narcissist will perceive as a win that could be just normal living to us. But when you start waking up, super empath, when you start recognizing who you are forced to see who the narcissist is. And this is what the narcissist cannot stand. And so in their mind, they are the ultimate loser and they rage. Anybody who is in their path, I pity, because the narcissistic rage is unhinged. They are going to go off literally on any and everybody, because what essentially the super empath has silently announced to the narcissist is that you thought you were better than me. But I'm here to remind you that you are nothing more than an empty shell of a person. You sipped at the devil's Kool-Aid. You are a swamp creature. You are filled with sewer water. You need other people to live. I don't need you. And those words that the narcissist tells themselves over and over again, this is their inner dialogue when they have to face reality. This is not a choice. They have to face reality because, listen, the narcissist is always spying, is always checking out the targets. They are always doing this. Now, mind you, narcs have multiple sources of supply, so they have a roster that they need to go through. And also remember that narcs are very good at compartmentalizing people and hiding them. So you may not know of all the supplies, but trust you me, they have multiple sources of supply. They need multiple sources. They need multiple sources because they need all of that to feel like a complete person, to feel whole, to try to self-regulate and make themselves appear to be normal, appear to be like everybody else. But when the super empath finally wakes up and decides to move on and never go back to the narcissist, this is the biggest clapback ever. The narcissist cannot stand it because, again, the announcement is, narcissist, you will always be a loser. Narcissist, you will never change. And that's just a fact. They are fully committed to being who they are. They would rather spend all their energy and whatever resources they have to try to be like you. instead of actually checking themselves and doing that hard inner work to be like who they are supposed to be. But nah, they sip the devil's Kool-Aid, and as far as they are concerned, that is much better than being a whole individual, integrated adult person. And so when the super empath really wakes up and takes flight, this is one of the greatest pains that is ever caused to a narcissist. Because again, remember in the beginning, I told you that they truly believe nobody will wake up on them, that they will be able to completely indoctrinate every target that they cross path with. There's never a moment where the narcissist says to themselves like, oh, this mountain is too high for me to climb. The narcissist says that they put a man on the moon. They are going to watch me take over this super empath because nothing is impossible for me. That's their type of thinking. But when you step into your true identity, and not just step into it, but are fully aware of who you are, and you say, you know what? I'm not playing myself anymore. I'm moving on up to join the other super empaths that are out there doing what super empaths do. I am no longer going to be playing around in these sewer waters with these swamp creatures, but I am going to soar. That causes one of the biggest narcissistic injuries ever. And it's not that this is a tit for tat, because it's not about that. Life is so much more important than getting back or getting even with people. Your future is so much brighter than your past. The word says that your latter shall be greater, but you can only get to the greater part by focusing on the road that is ahead. Yes, every now and then you look back, but when you look back, be sure that you're looking back to see, hey, look how far I came. I've really done the work. Pat yourself on the back and keep moving forward. There is nothing more for you in the past. Remember how Lot's wife looked back and she became a pillar of salt? Super empath. Don't allow that. Don't let that be your story. You were born to do great things. You were born to soar. You were born to bring change to the world. You're a change agent. So never forget who you are. Don't allow the negative programming, the negative subconscious programming of the narcissist to affect the way you see yourself. No. There is so much great things, so many great things, should I say, in store for you. And I'm just here to remind you, you are more than a conqueror. You are an heir of royalty. You're powerful because the word says that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And every tongue that rises up against you in judgment shall be condemned. That's your heritage. So I just want to remind you of that. Super empath, go ahead and soar. Don't look back. Continue to look forward and go higher. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.